This bone-chilling case has been made into a Netflix documentary. I watched all of Amy Bradley is Missing today, and Netflix ate down. They interviewed everyone, including the man in the military who refused to help her, a tourist who saw her on the beach with a man matching Yellow's description, and the woman who had an entire conversation with Amy in the bathroom. Just because someone went missing on vacation doesn't automatically mean that they were trafficked, but there are eerie sightings of Amy post-disappearance that say otherwise. In the documentary, they say facial analysis on the photo that was pulled from that escort website shows that this is Amy. And this is the sketch from the woman in the bathroom who said she talked to a girl named Amy who seemed scared. Netflix also interviews Yellow's daughter, who seems pretty suspicious of what her dad was doing on that cruise. According to her, this happened when she was in her mother's womb still, but Yellow came home from working the cruise, and his partner, which is her mom, noticed that he had a suitcase full of photos of white women. Yellow has repeatedly denied involvement with Amy's disappearance despite the fact that he was one of the last people seen with her, and the family said the cruise staff had a really odd interest in Amy. This woman seems like she got the most FaceTime with Amy besides the drunk military guy in the bar. She very clearly remembers what Amy's voice sounded like and what she looked like. She also remembers pieces of the overheard conversation between Amy and some men where they were talking about a deal and how Amy shouldn't mess it up. Another messed up thing is that Amy said something about seeing the kids, and the guy said, yes, we can see the kids, and she sounded happier after that. So is it possible that as she's been working in this industry, she ended up getting pregnant? This documentary covered a lot, but it would be hard to not still have questions. For example, there were photos of multiple women in Yellow's luggage, but if there were more missing persons cases from that ship, wouldn't that definitely be publicized? I also have questions about, I understand that with a cruise visiting so many different countries, that's so many different jurisdictions, but the FBI has been working on this case for decades, so why haven't they been able to find, the origin of the website or, anyone who was working at these bars that would maybe know Amy? So many people would have to be in on it for this trafficking scheme to work. And I'm not saying I don't think that it happened, because I think of all the theories, it's the one with the most evidence. Netflix really pulled together all of their resources to properly cover Amy's case, which I greatly appreciate, because when it comes to viral internet cases like this, it can be so hard to find the right information. It's so hard to cover cases like this because hearsay will become fact online. I've been wanting to cover the Lars Matane case for years, but I'm having the same issue. I just don't want to amplify wrong information and end up hurting the case. I'd love to cover all of the theories in the Amy Lynn Bradley case. Let me know your thoughts on the documentary and any other videos you'd like to see.